Hey, guys, come on in. Have I got a story for you today? It's the puzzling predicament of the purple pencil. The story started one night when I got a call from Colonel Boogie.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. This could be good. Hello, Coltimus Maximus here. How can I help you today?
Coltimus Maximus, this is Colonel Boogie. I have an urgent request.
Well, I'd love to help you, old friend. What seems to be the problem?
A gigantic purple pencil has just taken over New York City.
Oh no! Can't the military do anything to stop it?
The Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines have already tried, but they can't stop it.
Boy, that sounds awful, but I don't know if I can help. I'm making Jell-O.
Please help us, Coltimus Maximus. You're our only hope.
All right, Colonel. You can count on me. I'll be there soon. Click. I guess sometimes you just need a Colt to come in and save the day. I had decided to think win-win and help out my old friend Colonel Boogie. I hopped in the quickest car I could find and drove to New York City.
While I was driving to New York, it started to rain horrifically. I had to turn on my windshield wipers so I could see where I was going.
Welcome to the yoga portion of this video. Please remember, while doing any of these yoga moves, if anything hurts or is uncomfortable, please skip it and wait until the next yoga move. Our first yoga move is going to be the windshield wipers. This is a great warm-up stretch. You're gonna wanna lay sideways on your mat, on your back, tuck your knees up to your chest, and you're gonna roll to one direction and back up, and roll the other direction and back up. Do this 2 or 3 times, taking slow, deep breaths while you roll. And this is a great way to get your core stretched out and warmed up for our yoga adventure.
I arrived in New York City in record time. I sat down at the table with Colonel Boogie.
For our table pose, we're gonna start in a seated position, putting our hands behind us, but with our palms facing forward. We're gonna extend the hips upward, and we're gonna get our body into a flat table position. You may wanna tip your head back to make this more comfortable. We're gonna work our way through 3 deep inhales and exhales. And as you do this, you should feel the stretch in your shoulders. And come back down to a seated position.
He had prepared some intel for me. They had picked up some chatter on the radio waves, and 2 words kept coming out. Cat, cow, cat, cow, cat, cow.
Our next 2 yoga poses are going to be done in kneeling position. Hands on the floor underneath of your shoulders, back is straight. We'll start out with our cat pose, in which we are going to arch our back up, pushing down into the floor. Take 1 deep breath in that pose. We're gonna go right into our cow pose, where we're arching our back down toward the floor. Back into our cat pose. And into cow one more time.
It wasn't making any sense at all until I remembered from my college days. I used to know a cat on the Lower East Side who went by the name Cow. I'd have to track him down to find out what he knew. If your name is Cow, sit. Oh, I had found him at last. The cat named Cow. It's nice to finally meet you, Cat, after all these years. Cowcat had given me all I needed to know. All I needed to do now was find my way to the ancient volcano on Manhattan Island.
Our next pose is Volcano Pose. This is more of a series of movements. We're going to start with our feet shoulder width. Our hands are gonna come together in prayer or at heart center. And we're gonna do an inhale as we reach up. And an exhale. Bring our hands back to heart center. Let's do that again.
I entered into the volcano, and it immediately got pitch dark. Good thing I had brought my trusty pen flashlight. I tried turning it on, and well, it just wasn't working. Oh well, always carry a backup, kids. I had brought a trusty candle. I was safe.
There are two ways to do our candle pose. The first way is a beginner way. You'll be on your knees and you're gonna just put your hands at your heart center. You're gonna focus on relaxing. Breathing calmly, feeling the stress flow all the way down your body, out your toes. The second way to do candle is a little more advanced. Starting in a seated position, make sure you have a mat for your head. You're going to roll back, put feet up, and hold your body in an upright position, using your core and your legs to hold your body straight. Focus on your balance. Breathe. And roll back into seated position.
I finally reached the bottom of the volcano, only to find the guardian of the volcano was there. Puppy McPupster, I didn't know you guarded this volcano.
This next yoga pose is called down dog. We're going to start on our hands and knees, putting our hands on the mat in front of us. We're going to be pushing up, straightening our knees, and extending our arms forward. Take deep breaths. As you exhale, try to feel the stretch in your calves. Let's take one more deep breath. And come back to our knees.
What's the secret to the purple pencil? I've got to stop him before he destroys New York City.
Well, I think the problem is he's angry because he's not sharp.
Armed with this new information, I began to make my way out of the volcano. What was that? As I exited the volcano, I began to hear rumblings and grumblings. The volcano was not inactive as I had thought. It was about to blow! I had to run! As I exited the volcano, it blew. I got a message on my comlink. It was General Boogie.
Coltimus, we're worried about you. We heard the volcano blow up and you were inside. We sent the Swan. As quick as you can, get on board. It'll bring you to safety.
For our Swan Pose, we're going to start on our belly. We're going to have our hands by our side, extend our arms up, and bring our feet up as well. Head back. Breathe deep as you exhale. Feel the stretch in your shoulders and your low back. Take one more deep breath. And slowly relax.
Oh, this wasn't a swan at all. Turns out it was a search and rescue vehicle driven by a guy named Kyle the Koala who quickly took me to the crime scene in the middle of New York City. Thanks, Kyle. Have a great day.
There he was. I finally saw the purple pencil for the first time, towering over the New York City skyline, a look of rage on his face. It wasn't long before he spotted me and began making his way around the buildings towards me. It was true, just as Puppy McPupperson had said. His pencil was not sharpened. Purple pencil! I know how to help you!
Me no want help. I want to destroy you!
As he began to rush toward me, I knew I might have to fight. This could be it. I pulled out my trusty pencil sharpener and prepared for battle.
Today we're going to transition from Warrior 1 into Warrior 2. So starting with our feet facing forward, we're going to take a big lunge forward. Hands are going to come up in front. Take a deep breath, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to turn your back foot to face sideways, extend your lunge, and bring your arms down flat, facing forward. Feel the power in this pose. Take one more deep breath.
I was joined by Colonel Boogie, and together, with my pencil sharpener, we faced our foe. We had done it! Sharpening the pencil turned him back into his happy old self. Oh, the Colonel was so excited, he started to dance!
To the boogie, to the boogie, to the boogie.
Boogie break! Now that he had been sharpened and was a little bit less angry, the purple pencil had a few thoughts of his own that he wanted to share.
Now me happy. Me learn to sharpen the pencil. I was not being proactive and keeping myself sharp for learning, but now I am sharp and I am happy. And you will be happy too if you are proactive. Go Coltimus Maximus.
All that sharpening of pencils and being proactive stuff had made me kinda sleepy, so I decided to take a nap right there in the middle of New York City.
Finishing off our yoga routine, we're going to do our do nothing pose or shavasana. Palms down on your back. We're just going to relax. Take some nice slow breaths. You can do this for a few minutes if you'd like. Just for a few breaths. You should feel very, very relaxed. Feel the energy calming your body. Focus on being still.
And there you have it, boys and girls. The story of how one cranky pencil learned to be happy by being proactive. Stay sharp, you never know what life may throw at ya. Colts, don't get caught in a puzzling predicament. Make sure you are proactive right now and make a plan to sharpen your saw this summer. Physical activity is one of the best ways to stay healthy and manage boredom. Plan on fitness every day and you'll have a safe, happy, proactive summer. Hopefully this will also prevent you from turning into a cranky pants and trying to take over New York City. This is Coltimus Maximus signing off. Go Colts!